Oh, this is what I wanted to warn about in the COINTEL Flat Earth movement. I see how them cultivating little cults. You get quite suspicious of an interview with Patricia Steere and Jesse Spotts concerning cloning centers. Now, these technologies I do believe exist, okay? And these things I do believe exist. I'm used to referring to a lot of the stuff there, the people being targeted individuals, and a lot of the technology, remote neural monitoring, using high technology. Now, Jesse Spotts comes on talking about some guy, Donald Marshall, who to me was a targeted individual, claimed that the Illuminati had used him under, altered environment circumstances to write songs. Now, there's a legal case that's out by someone called Richard Dupree, where he's suing Jay-Z and Beyonce and a couple of artists because he is saying that while he was in prison, they did remote neural monitoring on him and stole his lyrics. Now, when I investigate this and I see Donald Marshall's website and stuff, he doesn't even talk about targeted individuals. That's not used. And, the concept of microchipping or thing is downplayed like it doesn't really work. And their whole connotation is about this alien race philosophy of the Vrills and underground lizards and things like that that do demonic type possession of us. Okay? So there's this whole push on keeping you looking down and not understanding how the AI has you all entrained and mind controlled. And I did some further research on this guy, Marshall, and how he came out. Now, Alfred Weber, who I consider to be part of this COINTEL, although he may be AI and trained COINTEL, okay, possessed, not paid. I saw a blog entry about Alfred Weber's opinion of this person who came to him for an interview. And Alfred Weber's opinion, in my opinion, happened to be very similar in a lot of cases. This is from September. That this one, Marshall, is from Halifax, Canada, which is a center for a lot of this high secret military mind control operations. And I think I've done some videos and stuff where I placed like Wayward Pines and some of these Nazi small town operations up in Canada. So I believe that Marshall, as Weber believes Marshall, may have had genuine experiences, but they were AI and trained mind control. He was being put asleep and they were putting him into an altered dream state. He thought he would be unable to discern. And then these ones are then handled and puppeted. And this is what is unfortunate, because it looks like both Patricia Steere and Jesse Spotts are feeding off of a handler, okay, of Donald Pleasure. And this handler is, admittedly he was at one time a Luciferian Freemason, different type of thing, and is sitting there like a shaman talking about Donald Marshall is like the one. He's the one like the gods had chosen, and the people know that he's the one that's chosen. And the guy says, you can see, look, he goes like this, look behind me on my wall. I have a picture of Donald Marshall, like in homage, picture of him against this big red background or something. I watched this boy here and saw some odd movements and went further into discerning. This whole wall back there, it's a type of a green screen operation, but it's not a green screen, okay? It's a sheet. It's a sheet hung possibly at a different, with some different angle, possibly, okay, or possibly straight. And then a projector is used to project an image behind them. And in some of his videos, you can see the thing move, and you can see some other anomalies. And I've seen this operation used with some Negro girl who goes on like a starseed, sitting on a bed talking and things, and behind him you think it's something, but it's a sheet projecting an image. And I get very suspicious of this culty flavor, like Jesse Spotts is. They're very careful, The COINTEL is very careful in the Flat Earth. The AI is with them, and they're very professional in this movement. The Flat Earth is a highly managed psyop. Highly, highly managed. And like they still don't explain to me. I go out last night, and I see the moon set right out there. Now you have some video, but my camera is not good. Now the moon, when I look at the moon, I see the bottom half. Okay? But when I look at someone's pictures from America, the moon is like this way. It's tilted, because if you're on a globe, people looking at the moon are going to see it at a different angle. But if you was on flat Earth and people looking, the moon would look the same, and it doesn't work like that. And that, you see, I'm not against flat Earth or this and that so much, but it becoming a religion and not understanding free energy, the AI, and who's controlling this dome in our enclosure. Okay, and being misled into looking for lizards under the earth, although these things may be true. Okay, but you can be sure that at this point in time, okay, these things are weaponized and used by the DoD and tied into the near-Earth AI. I mean, if you followed any of my stuff and you saw even Da Vinci's demons from 500 years ago or more, they had machined and had weaponized reptile poison and were inserting it into the eye. And I've done further code breaking a long time ago about the Eye of Horus, where you can see there's a pipette being used, and the chemistry of tears is a real science that was studied a long time ago. Okay, and you can tie this into adrenochrome extraction, okay, blood